Hello everyone. Android 16 QPR Beta 1 is out now and it comes with the new Material 3 Expressive Design which brings new visual, motion design and much more. And I am here to tell you all about it. So, I am Aryan Thakur, you're watching Varatech, and without any further ado, let's get started. The very first thing that you will notice is the updated at a glance placement, which is next to the clock, and we have the new clock transition animations which look smooth and snappy. Well, since we are talking about the clock, there are no new clock styles in this build, which is a bummer, except for one which has a variable thickness, meaning you can make the clock font thick or thin. Apart from that, every clock style is same as the previous Android version. We now have a new unlocking animation which I'll talk about later. Now, after unlocking the phone, once you get to the home screen, the very first thing that you might notice is the smaller at a glance widget, which makes much more space for your applications without changing the app grid. And now when you will make any changes to your home screen like placing the apps or widgets, you will get haptic on every single movement, which feels good and is a welcome change. Another thing that you will notice right away is that the app drawer has been refreshed to a card-like design, and both the app drawer and the notification panel now have background blur, which you might or might not like. The recent app page too got a design refresh with background blur and a new context menu with a nice snappy animation. The menu now includes the screenshot, select and close options as well. Background blur has now been made more prominent and intense during the app opening and closing animation, which sure is quite noticeable. The wallpaper and style context menu on the home screen had a minor tweak as well. It now shows only 2 to 3 wallpapers, and there is addition of new option called app list, which opens the app drawer. This beta brings in some customization features for the lock screen and the home screen, which can be accessed by the lock screen or the home screen by long pressing it, which will redirect us to the redesigned wallpaper menu. Here, tap on the lock screen or the home screen preview to bring up the effects tab. Now the effect tabs, you have 3 options, where the first one is the newly introduced magic frames. You can choose different material U shapes, whichever you like, and the colors with the ability to change the intensity of these colors. Now, this only works on the lock screen. If you want something for your home screen, you can head over to the second option, that is weather effects, where you can choose different weather effects like fog, rain, snow, sun, and effects based on your local weather, with the ability to change the intensity of these effects, which is very cool. And these effects have proper depth support. And finally, the third option we have is the cinematic photo, which was present in the earlier versions of the Android as well. These effects work best on wallpapers from your gallery with isolated subjects. Once you are satisfied with the results, you can tap on the check button. It will ask and give you a nice preview, and once you apply it, you can see it in action. The setting page also got a nice fresh coat of colors. The icons are nice and colorful, however the layout still remains the same. The titles are now collapsed from the start, unlike in Android 15, and can be pulled down for better one-handed usage. Each page now has sections, and anything inside the section which is interactable is inside nice little cards, which definitely enhances the user experience and the visual experience of the settings page. The app info page also guides some minor tweaks. All the action buttons are now in their own separate containers and are nicely and broadly spaced. The software update page also got some love. It has now a minimal banner up top which shows the status of the update. And for some reason, the system update page has rolled back to Android 11. But finally, the Google Play system update has been added to the list along with the app updates. The notification panel has seen some change. The notifications are now bigger and show the app icon instead of the theme icon like before, and they now have a new dismiss animation which is nice and bouncy. Now for the most changed section of this entire update is the quick setting panel. 1. It has a blurred background. Second, there are new icons noticeably for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and cellular data. 3. The tiles are now resizable. Some can be small, some can be big, and the brightness slider has been changed to a rectangle with new slider. When you edit the quick settings panel, the editing process is simple and intuitive. It first shows you all of your pinned tiles, and below that you get the list of all your tiles which can be pinned. Resizing and removing the tiles are easy. By default, on the tile, there is a remove button. Tapping it will remove it from the quick settings panel. And if you wish to resize it, tapping on the tile, remove button morphs into a handle which you can pull to resize the tile. The resizing options are limited to width only and can take up to maximum of 2 tile width. A nice observation was that the Bluetooth can now be disabled with a single tap. All you need to do is tap on the Bluetooth icon and the Bluetooth will be disabled. The quick setting tile now has a new proximity bounce animation which looks nice and gives a haptic feedback on interaction. And finally, we have a light theme quick settings. The volume bar also got some tweaks. The slider is now much more rectangular and similar to the brightness slider, which helps gives more precise control compared to the previous Android versions. The volume panel too got some tweaks. The slider now matches the rest of the aesthetics and is now more compact and precise. Also, when changing the ringer profile, you will notice new morphing shape animation which looks nice and slick. The new media player have been tweaked a little. The button shape is now more like a pill compared to the rounded square in the previous Android version. It now has more bouncy animation upon interaction, and there is a dark overlay on the card for better contrast with the controls. The audio source pop-up also got a slight design tweak. The slider matches the rest of the design with more precise control, and there is a connect device chip which is a nice quality of life improvement. Tapping on it takes us to the Bluetooth pairing section. Well, that's the most of it, but if for some reason you are not the fan of the blur that this update brings, you can disable it. Let me show you how. Go to the settings and make sure that you have developer options enabled. Search allow window level blur. Once you see the option, toggle it off and you will be back to the old flat design, which maybe help you save some battery. Does it have bugs? There are few bugs in this build, nothing groundbreaking. Everything works nice, smooth and quick. The only thing you will see is super bad battery life. I am talking about 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. So try it on your own risk or on a secondary Pixel device. Well, that's all for this video. If you find anything else or have any question, drop it in the comments below. And rumor is desktop mode is coming to the next beta build, so let me know if I should cover it. Until next time, thanks for watching.